Hey y'all, today we're going to be talking about tech products that are in my current rotation. So let's get into the nitty, the gritty, everything that I got to make my video making experience more simplified. In this video, we're going to be going into 3 different categories of my tech equipment, starting off with visuals, and then we're going to get into audio and storage. The camera that I use is a Sony zv-e10, and this is not the Mark II, it's the original one. After doing research, I seen that this camera had all of the features that I wanted as a beginner using a mirrorless camera, especially trying to make videos and shoot photos. I was dead set on using this camera for photography strictly when I first got it because I did want to start getting more into photography. Not sure if y'all know this, but I shoot film, so I was like, let me try to get into digital photography. I can go into depth more about the whole film process in another video, but today we're talking about my digital equipment. I got this camera in September, but I've always wanted a camera because I always wanted to do long form videos. Me and long form videos kind of go together very well, and I feel like it's the perfect place for me to talk as long as I want because I am a yapper. Long form content was something that I wanted to start focusing on, especially when I seen the quality of this camera and the features that it had as well. One of my favorite features of this camera is the mirrorless feature. There's a lot of cameras that come with that, but also the fact that I am able to use an iPhone app to remotely shoot helps me so much. Y'all can see right now, I'm on my iPad and I have me on my iPad as a monitor, but I can also record on there. I can change settings. That app is called Imaging Edge. I definitely recommend it if you are new to using Sony cameras. I'm not sure if it works with every Sony camera, but for the Sony zv-e10, it's compatible. So I definitely recommend you download that. But I bought my camera used, so it was under 1K and it came with the kit lens. I got it from B&H Photo online. Everything came in perfect condition and perfect time. Definitely recommend getting a used camera if you're starting off so you can save money and kind of just like test run it without spending a big bag and not really being certain if that's something you want to stick with in the long run. I will say what I did notice about this camera is that when you are using the active stabilization, it does crop you out quite a bit. In this video, you can't really tell that much because I do have it off, but that's because I have a small rig magic arm connected to my camera to kind of keep it sturdy for the sake of this video. If I did not take it off, it would have me cropped in, I think like around right here, so I would look extra zoomed in. That's one thing I don't really like, but I am investing in getting an 11mm lens soon, or just a wide angle lens in general, so if I do want to vlog outside and I need that stabilization, I won't have it crop and be so close to my face. Like even arm's length, it's very cropped and I don't like that. So anyways, I love this camera also because of the fact that it is so compact. Honestly, I thought it would be heavier, but it's very lightweight. I can bring it with me if I wanted to travel and get content. It won't feel like I have a ton of stuff on me or a super heavy camera. It's definitely been a learning curve, especially with me shooting in manual now. I was so scared of trying to figure out what each of the settings mean, but honestly, practice makes perfect. So having days where I'm just trying stuff with my camera, even if it's not recording a full video to post, playing with the settings, seeing what looks right is very important. But so far, so good. I love it. Next, we're gonna get into my tripods. What I have holding up my camera right now is a small rig magic arm. Lord, what the? Holding up my camera right now is a small rig magic arm. Oh my gosh, it's like a tongue twister. I had to say it slow. But basically a magic arm, it has a clamp on the end of mine. I'm not sure if all magic arms come with a clamp, but basically it allows you to put your camera in many different places. If there is somewhere that has like a ledge, for example, a street sign post, you can connect it to there, tighten it, and put your camera on the end of it, and it'll give you very cool angles and visuals that you might not be able to get with a regular tripod. If y'all see my setup right now, it looks interesting to say the least, but I basically put the clamp on the ledge, tighten it, and then I stabilize the magic arm, and everything is really sturdy. So loving it so far, and I'm glad I purchased it. Another tripod-esque thing that I have for my camera is this zv-e10 suction cup mount. So I got this off of Amazon, but I got it because I really was loving the angles that I was seeing when people were vlogging in their cars. And I also wanted to use it for maybe get ready with me videos that I shoot in my bathroom. I love it. If you're not bringing your camera out of the house and you need a small tripod to just put on a tabletop, this does the trick. All you have to do is put your camera on there and tighten it up. It's so sturdy that it does not move. Highly recommend for those cool and crazy angles. Another thing that I have is a my regular tripod. This one is the zv-e10. Honestly, it's pretty sturdy, but I feel like I'm not that fond of it because I did lose a piece already. The bottom piece, like there's supposed to be 3 little stabilizers on the bottom. I do not know where this other one went, and I haven't even had this for that long, so I kind of don't recommend this tripod. Plus the fact that it's really heavy, I'll mostly be using this in the house. I am looking for a travel-friendly tripod, so I'm probably gonna invest in one soon. I know that there's some good aluminum and titanium options that are way more sturdy and durable. Definitely gotta put some money into that because I do not want my camera falling anywhere. For lights, I have a Releno 80 watt, I think they call it a daylight light. Anyways, I was gifted it from a friend. Shout out to Mitch. This light was like exactly what I was looking for when it came to my content. I really love this light, and I ended up purchasing a light stand for it. It's a newer light stand, and I also have a newer umbrella on it that comes with a few different softbox attachments and a grid for the light as well. So love her down. She's lighting this video right now. As y'all can see, it looks good. And I love it. I love how the light stand is adjustable. You can also change the intensity of how bright you want the light, which makes everything perfect. It's just chef's kiss. On the same topic of lighting, this is what I was using before I was gifted that light. I don't see like a specific name on it, but I got this from Amazon. This bit go to work. When I tell y'all, let me show y'all. Y'all see that? I would have to adjust the settings to really show y'all what it's giving, but this is the brightest setting, and you could either turn it warm or you can turn it cool. And this is a pocket light. Like, look at my hand. A pocket light. You can turn the brightness up or down. This game changer. It has a clamp if you want to use it on your iPhone, and it also comes with another attachment that allows you to use it in the cold shoot of your camera. So if you're looking for a phone light, I think this was under $20. I felt like I didn't need another light with this, especially for traveling. This is so travel friendly. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Back on the topic of cameras, here I have this newer dual charger, and basically it allows you to put multiple batteries in it at a time to charge them both at the same time. It has a little light on the top that shows you the battery percentages on each channel, which is the top and the bottom. I don't want to ever be in a situation where I'm doing a shoot or I'm recording a vlog and my battery dies and I have to wait for it to charge back up. Like, no, I got another one on deck. 2 more on deck. That's what I need. Plug it in and I'm good to go. That way it gives me more time for the other ones to charge, and they actually take a USB-C charger, which is the one I use for my iPad and my phone. So a win is a win. Speaking of things that you need, I have a 128 gigabyte SD card that also goes into my camera. So when I'm recording my videos, I don't have to crunch all of my information into 10 minutes or less because my gigabytes are low. And it also gives me space to have other projects on here while I'm recording new stuff and not have to delete it so soon. So by the time I'm done editing the other videos, I can have another one ready to go. And also, any of the items that I have in this video, I will have linked below just in case you do want to check any of them out. Let's get into some other equipment. Right now, what you're hearing me on is the DJI Mic Minis, and they come in this cute little case. It's a charging case, by the way. Love it. Open that bad boy up. It shows you the percentage on it. Comes with 2 mics and then the transmitter. It even comes with the USB-C attachment, so you can use it to, ooh, sorry about that. So you can use it to record on your iPhone or any other device that takes USB-C. But I love this thing. Like, if you are getting a Sony zv-e10, that camera does not come with the mic. So be mindful when you're making your content. Try to focus on getting that audio right, because audio is just important as visual, honestly. If nobody can hear you, what's the point of even making anything? So definitely something to keep in mind. But on the topic of audio, we also have my headphones that I use to edit. These are the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pro, and I got 80 ohms, and they are, when I say these things are high quality, they are nothing to play with. Like, my boyfriend makes music, so he's into all of the audio tech equipment. He has these headphones, but he has the studio grade ones, which are like 200 ohms. And basically, they give you a wider range of sound when it comes to editing. I love these because they have noise cancellation on them, and they just feel like luxury. These are a bit on the expensive side due to them being for studio recording. As somebody that that wants to make music in the future, I feel like this was just an investment that I needed to make if I'm gonna end up making music anyway. So keep that in mind. Bayer Dynamics, tap in with her. She is good. I love her so far. Can't front, can't front. Next, we're gonna talk about what I use to get my videos from my camera to my phone and computer. It's this little device. It has a USB-C input on it. It has two different slots for a micro SD card and a regular SD card, and a regular USB side on it. There you go. I honestly do not recommend this brand of it because the USB side did break on me. So I would probably invest a little more money into getting something better quality. And then what I use for storage is my Samsung T7 SSD that has 1 terabyte on it. Perfect for storing a lot of content, and it gives you an ample amount of space to just play with, not run up your laptop storage. Speaking of laptop, that's what I use to edit. I'm investing in getting another one of those too, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail on the kind that I have because I feel like it's just not worth talking about right now. The last thing that I wanted to end this out with is the tech equipment that I use to make my digital art. So I use a lot of different software when it comes to making digital art. What I use for my digital art is my iPad for when I'm making quick digital sketches and drawings. I use Procreate. It was like $14.99, a one-time payment, and then you have it forever. Love it so bad. I honestly wish there was a way to monitor my iPad on my laptop, but unfortunately I do not have a Mac laptop, so I cannot do that. I have a Dell. So with my Dell laptop, I did have to get a digital art pad, and this is her. This is a Huion H610 Pro. I think I got this when I was still in college. She's a bit old, but she gets the job done. Comes with this cute little pen and pen holder. You can change the different settings to either undo, redo, all of that good stuff. You can calibrate it, and it was definitely a learning curve with that because as an artist, I like to see this stuff as I'm drawing it, but I have to like draw it and then look on my laptop while I'm doing it because it doesn't have a screen on it. Some other drawing pads do have screens on it, but I found that for graphic design, a digital art pad, it feels like a must to me. Like, I'm a drawer. I first wanted to do graphic design because I started off as an artist, traditional artist. So I used to sketch, I used to draw. It was just what I was used to. So learning all of the technology and trying to do stuff with just a mouse was not cutting it for me. This gave me the opportunity to use the pen tool freely, and I'm obsessed with it, especially when it comes to typography and making icons. Love her down. Love her down. Highly recommend getting an art pad if you are getting into graphic design and you want to focus on doing the little icons and the characters and the arts and even typography if you're customizing your own fonts and things like that. And I know I mentioned using my laptop, so I wanted to mention also using a mouse, a wireless mouse. This is the Logitech. It's the M240. Perfect, because since I have a laptop, you know, they only have a touchpad on it, but using a mouse for design changed my life. Honestly, I was trying to do without it at first, and my boyfriend was like,
"Do you have a mouse?"
And I was like, "No." And he was like,
"You're bugging."
And I said, "Oh, I've been missing out, haven't I?" Then I tried it one day, I said, dang. Another thing that goes into visuals for me is using different types of software. So what I use to edit is Davinci Resolve, and I love Davinci Resolve. I have the free version, which basically allows you to do color grading, and I just love learning new software. Yes, it's a huge learning curve, but YouTube University is your best friend when you're getting into tech. So definitely lock in with her. I'm gonna make a playlist on here for camera things, like just around cameras, so that you can see videos that I use frequently for me to get on top of editing, shooting, and learning how to use my camera. So for editing my photos, I use Photoshop. I use Photoshop for editing different photo effects, retouching my pictures, and then we get into InDesign. I use InDesign for things that are mostly tech, so ebooks, my resumes, my zines, different things like that. For logos and different illustrations, I use Adobe Illustrator, and I use Procreate for my iPad. That's it, I believe. I done talked this whole time, y'all, but thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions below, or if you have any advice, tips, products that you recommend for people starting off making videos or anything digital. What's your niche? Do you do motion graphics? Do you do illustrations? Let me know. I would love to know and get to know you a little bit more. Like I said in the beginning of the video, all of the products will be linked in the description box, minus the ones that I don't recommend, because I'm not about to be putting y'all on to things that don't work. We're only getting the things that do work from now on. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.